Another strange phenomenon appeared in the small town. The rain falling from the sky wasn't clear, but blood red. Everyone thought it was terrifying. The red rain kept pouring without stopping. People were too afraid to leave their homes. One woman dared to stretch her hand out into it. The red water actually burned her skin. Local scientists studied the rain carefully. They discovered it was caused by mutated algae in the lake, so they sent trucks out to the lake. Sure enough, the water had turned an eerie shade of red. They sprayed the lake with a special chemical formula. Soon, the rain went back to its normal color. But the crisis wasn't over yet. One day, a woman found a strange insect in her garden. Though small in size, the bugs could devour endless amounts of food, and many crops in town were already full of their eggs. It wouldn't be long before all the food was gone. The only solution was to burn the fields. But that meant the crops would be destroyed too. After much debate, everyone agreed Jack should fly a plane and spray pesticide from the air. The risk was huge. If he made a mistake, the plane could crash into the invisible wall surrounding the town. The last field was dangerously close to the barrier. Jack flew carefully, but the plane still scraped against the wall. Everyone held their breath. Luckily, Jack's skills saved the day. He landed safely in the end. For a moment, people finally felt relief. But soon, the transparent dome brought another danger. The town's temperature dropped sharply. By nightfall, the lake had frozen over. The thermometer read -2 degrees. Yet by the next morning, the temperature had climbed again. As people discussed the dome shifting lower, a piercing noise erupted from above. They realized the greatest crisis was coming. Someone placed a hand on the dome's surface. The next second, the wall started closing inward. The ground split apart beneath them. The sight terrified everyone. They rushed to the center of town to seek shelter. Passing through the woods, they found a massive pit 10 meters wide. Since it wasn't far from the dome's edge, they debated and decided to climb down. At the bottom, they discovered a tunnel. Blue light shimmered from the rock walls. They pressed forward to explore. Before long, they saw light at the end. But the shrinking dome made the tunnel shake violently. For safety, they decided to retreat for now. Jack quickly shared the discovery with the townspeople. Soon, everyone gathered together. He told them if they stayed, once the dome closed in, they'd all be crushed to death. The tunnel below was likely their only way out. Determined to survive, they climbed into the pit. Led by Jack, they carefully crossed the cracks in the tunnel floor. Minutes later, they stumbled upon a breathtaking sight. Glowing butterflies clung to the walls. Everyone stood in awe. Suddenly, the butterflies lifted off, filling the air above their heads. But when the group looked ahead, their hearts sank. The tunnel didn't lead anywhere. The tension grew heavier. Then, just as hope was fading, one butterfly returned. It landed on a stone, guided by instinct. Jack placed his hand on it. A miracle followed. Light burst from the cracks in the wall. Before their eyes, the stone split open. At last, they saw a way out. Emerging from the tunnel, they reached the outside of the dome. Countless pink meteors rose from underground, climbing along the dome's surface. Everyone watched as they gathered at the very top. Suddenly, a massive explosion shook the sky. A powerful wave of energy tore the dome apart. The barrier was gone. The nightmare was finally over. Peace returned to the small town. After surviving such a disaster, the townspeople grew stronger and learned to treasure each other even more.